All right, what's going on, guys? I'm going to do a video here on Craigslist and exactly how you can scrape Craigslist for yourself um, when pulling these leads, either when working with us or working with your own team or your own self. So I'm going to quickly get into this, keep this short and sweet. Come over here to Craigslist. And so we use Craigslist a lot in our market. It is a significant part of our business. You know, when driving traffic in to our real estate business, we use multiple different lead sources, ranging from direct mail, including yellow letters, postcards, flyers. We do door hangers, Facebook, Google, Bing, Yahoo, any type of source we can use to drive traffic in. And when I tell people that we use Craigslist, people are always like, how is that? And I understand it's free. It's the bottom of the barrel. Well, we actually, make a pretty good amount of money from Craigslist each year. It is repetition. It's definitely marketing in the numbers, and it's not the easiest way to scrape leads or to pull leads, but we do pretty well with Craigslist. And I've tested it not only in the Philadelphia market but in other markets, and have flipped properties virtually using Craigslist. So I'm gonna dive right in here and get going and just kind of explain as I'm going through. So depending on what you're looking for, I'm going to go into the apartments housing. I'm going to show you why. But you have Craigslist breaks it down for you. You have the apartment housing. This is the for rent, and then this is for sale. In the for sale category, you're going to have by owner and properties with agents. So what I like to do is I like to click into the apartment housing, and again, this could differ for each market, for each Craigslist area. Um, and I like to go ahead. And so see, you see here it classifies it Philadelphia housing. So up here, I'll go ahead and go to all, or you can go to real estate by owner. It really just depends on what you're looking for. So since, let me see, I have my spreadsheet here. We are in our for rent. So what I do is I make a spreadsheet, or our VAs actually do this. But if you're pulling it for yourself, then no issue. Make yourself a spreadsheet. Go in, pull as much as you can. You go down the line, you call them, or shoot them a text, or do what you would need to do to contact them. You have email here as well, and start drumming up some business. So basically, we pull a couple key things from each potential property, that we're going after. So we have address, name, number, email, and link. And so we do this when we pull these properties. We like to put them through a couple different filters. We don't just go on Craigslist and pull every single property from Craigslist. Um, and so the way we do that is we have key terms. And so with Craigslist, you can use positive and negative key terms. So if you wanted you to do something like motivated, then you would use a plus sign, no space, type in motivated. Go ahead and hit enter, and it's going to narrow down. So I'm gonna go back real quick and show you. This is 1 to 100 of 2,500. Now Philadelphia has a lot more than 2,500 in their Craigslist listings, but it's very easy to get to some higher quality leads of what we are looking for as investors, or leads we can work with as investors, if you will save yourself the trouble of searching through and use some positive and negative keywords. And so to start it off, like I said, we're in Craigslist, real estate by owner. So I went here, did plus motivated, and you hit enter, and you see it drops it down to 108 total. So that's 108 leads that you can go through, pulled from the giant pool of Craigslist leads. So when going through this again, we go right here. We're looking for stuff. We try to sift out any realtors or other investors, or unless it's a property that we can significantly. I'm sorry, unless we can make a offer, um, and get in on that property in some way, shape, or form. So let me see here. So would like to close quickly. All right, so this is a good little lead. So what we do, and again, this is a preference. Before it actually makes it to this spreadsheet, we have another spreadsheet to where we check all of our numbers for duplicates. And this is just so we make sure we're not contacting people over and over repeatedly. And so our VAs will actually go in and they copy just numbers down and they check them for duplicates in another spreadsheet. As long as that number is not in the spreadsheet and we have not already contacted that person, then they'll go ahead and start putting the information in the spreadsheet. And so we'll copy the link right here. Just keep this very short and simple. You have an email. Sometimes you have a Craigslist email. Sometimes you have no email. Sometimes you have a number. All right, so they're giving us a number and a name here. So email is none, so we'll skip that. We have a number right there. When we enter our numbers in, as you can see, they're all entered in a certain format. And I do this just because in our system it helps us search. And again, this is what I have the VAs do. If you're going for speed here, if you're going for as many numbers as possible, that's not required. That's how we prefer to do it. I believe we had a name of ES there, and then we just pull the location of where this is. And so they're saying this is in West Philadelphia. So we go ahead and copy that and throw that right in there. So that's it, on how to get through Craigslist and to narrow it down. What I can do is you can actually message me for some more of the terms that we use. If you're seeing this video somewhere, not as a part of our team, you can message me and get some terms. We use stuff like motivated, must sell. Let's see, that'll switch it up a little bit. So now down to 47. We can do stuff as in minus realtor. Let me see. All right, so that did not do much there in the buy owner section. We could see, let me see, handyman, special. There you go. And so these all are great ways to go ahead and search through and sift out leads, in your marketplace. Now, another great thing that you can do is not only using those terms, you can come over here. Once you've caught up in your marketplace, you can check posted today. And so if you're doing this on a daily basis, or if your VAs are doing this on a daily basis, very easily, again, plus motivated. And you'll see just today there's 16 new leads. It's much more manageable than 108 to go through and get each day. So hope that is clear for you guys. You go in your market, use some keywords, and you can search for some leads. Get creative with it in search terms. Like I said, you can give us a ring or shoot us an email, and we'll shoot you over some terms that we use, and that's it.